some people talk about the law of attraction, like when you wanted to attract in your life people who are supportive, people who listen to you, people that have can help you go through your issues, through your traumas. You needed to be willing to do that for other people first.
Mm, amen to that. That is so true. That is so true. And I'm thinking, you were very fortunate in that your family all stepped up and they were willing to at least come to the table, which I'm sure that there's listeners are thinking, I know so and so is not going to come to the table. And, I'm thinking, if I had this going on in my family, I mean, I would invite them all. And then even if they all didn't show up, I would still work with the ones that did show up because it's almost like a drop in the water. There's those waves that are going to go out, and that it is going to make a difference. It's going to make a difference. So I would say, I'm sure you would agree that even if your whole family isn't willing to step up, the ones that are the ones that you can start working with.
Absolutely. That's really important, and that there is no reason for not starting if
Right.
someone is not there. Actually, this could be very helpful because if you start working on your communication, and let's say that, like your sister didn't want to come, but she saw at Christmas how well you're doing with your parents.
Mm-hmm.
You know, this could really convince her to give it a try, you
And
know?
your and even, and as your communication gets better, that sister that isn't joining the table, you're gonna still improve your relationship with that person because your communication's gonna be better, right?
Right.
I mean, it's just gonna improve your overall life and it's going to
Yeah.
affect others.
Right. As I said before, it's a virtuous cycle. In this
Yeah.
case, like with this sister who doesn't want to participate at Christmas, like problems in a relationship, in a family, always find their way to show up in a way or in another. But in that case, you have the rest of the family who now is ready, who now knows how to talk. It's just one family member that doesn't know, who doesn't know how to communicate in a healthy way. And knowing how your experience was and how um, all the improvements made a difference in your life, you're like, okay, we needed to be patient with our sister, uh, but she eventually will come around because I'm telling you, when you put away the need to be right and you approach the conversation by being humble, by saying, look, I probably hurt you. You are my sister. I probably hurt you by doing something. I really don't know why. I would really try to understand. I would really like to understand it. Can you please help me understand? When
Mm-hmm.
you approach the conversation in this way, it's like you are going in with a white flag,
Yes.
and the other person is very, very likely, if not it, most certainly, that person is going to also lower all or some of the defense mechanisms,
Right.
some of the walls that has been erected. And there you already had the success
Mm-hmm.
because you have a person in front of you who says, okay, in this case, the sister will think, okay, that's strange. They are not attacking me. Because usually they wanted to prove a point, and
Yeah.
now they just wanted to hear what they did wrong. Uh, well, of course, I'm going to tell them what hurt me, and you know, in this way, you are teaching someone else how healthy communication works.
Right.
You know,
And
and
can
then when she's done saying, I'm hurt because of that, I'm hurt because of that, and you apologize, and she feels better, she feels all warm inside, she will also be curious, have I done something to hurt you on the other
Mhm.
hand? Or at least slowly you are getting into that direction. But
Right.
it's a virtuous cycle in the end.